What's up, everybody? So, bit of exciting news. Finally, some good news. It's Home Arcade Space. There's been so much negative stuff recently. It's been a while since we've had something fun and exciting to talk about. For the course of the last year, I've been giving AtGames a little bit of a hard time saying, where's some new software? Where's some new software? When's new software coming to ArcadeNet? And lo and behold, not only did they go out and get some new software, they got something pretty friggin' cool. And most people would think outside their reach. Usually, Arcade One Up are the only ones able to secure those AAA heavy duty titles, but it looks like AtGames have secured a partnership with Microsoft and Rare and are going to be bringing their games to the console, and most specifically, Killer Instinct 1 and 2 and Battletoads. So I've got all the details. I'm going to share them with you here today. Thank you so much, everybody, for jumping in the chat and joining me this afternoon. I know a lot of people just got Killer Instinct. You got Killer Instinct for $150. Well, if you missed out on that deal, there's a new way that you can get your hands on Killer Instinct, and that's with AtGames through the new ALU. So let me tell you a little bit of information. I've got a deck from AtGames that I can't share, so I don't have any images prepared, but let me just basically read it over with you. And I also may have somebody joining me in a minute. He said he'd be right there, so I'm waiting on him. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get started with this, but I finished the presentation with AtGames, and then my computer just went nuts, so I had to do a restart. All right, guys, so here's the details. I know you want to get in there. It's going to be on the Legends HD and Legends 4K products. Let's be honest. Killer Instinct is not an easy game to run, and AtGames' current hardware probably can't handle it, whether that be through emulation or on their direct device. So this new chip that's going to be in the new AtGames ALU 4KP or 4K, and maybe the AtGames HD products, that's going to be able to run Killer Instinct going forward. So let's see. Now, the special guest isn't Brian Boitano and Asher Gaming. And I do love nuts. Peanuts, Pitbull, peanuts. So let me give you some of the details. So they said feature titles include Killer Instinct, Battletoads, Cobra Triangle, which is in fact a console game. So we'll talk about that in a second. Then Solar Jetman is another console game. And there we have our special guest. Look at this guy, you handsome devil.
How are you, man? I'm at work right now, so I'm actually in my office, at my office, what I mean? So I was like, and Mike was teasing me when the news came out a few minutes ago. He's like, "Oh, P-Dubs, I bet you're mad you're at your job today." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, because this is great news in my opinion. They're actually got a big license, right? Like, shit, this is great news.
A friggin' huge license. I mean, Killer Instinct is big time.
Yeah, so pretty cool. And did you go through everything yet? I don't know how long you've been on.
No, I've just been on for a minute. So basically, they said the feature titles include Killer Instinct, Battletoads, and then most of Rare's stuff is all console-based. So we're going to talk about the total list here in a minute. There's 19 classic games coming to the console. Of course, the three big arcade titles from Rare. We're getting Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2, and Patrick, there's this game called Battletoads that you're a big fan of, right?
Yeah.
Battletoads really, Arcade.
Yeah, and what's really cool is I hope they find a way to optimize these games for us to be able to play online with each other. So Battletoads on KI1, KI2, they're nice wins for AtGames, but we got to be able to play them online,
Oh, yeah. You don't make this kind of investment without going all the way to really, really do it cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so they're also going to be developing virtual pinball tables based on some of these licenses. So this goes a little bit further, and you guys may be surprised by this. So Killer Instinct, of course, is going to be one of the virtual pinball tables. Lots of cool options of what they could do there. Battletoads, but it's actually going to feature some of Rare's modern stuff as well. So they're going to do a Sea of Thieves inspired table. You ever played Sea of Thieves on Xbox Game Pass?
I've never played it, but I know what it is, that pirate open world adventure game. And obviously any pirate-themed virtual pinball game is going to be awesome. It's been done a bunch of times before, but it's Sea of Thieves, so it'll be pretty cool. And if they're gonna make I'm excited about a Battletoads pinball table. Like, I think that would be kind of cool, man. Like, that'd be kind of cool. Killer Instinct. I'm wondering how you make a fighting game into a good pinball game.
I
We
have
all
some
know
ideas.
you remember the Street Fighter 2 pinball game that Capcom made a long was it Sega? Was it a Sega game?
No, it was an actual. I believe it's an actual Capcom pinball table.
Well, that is like one of the worst pinball game tables, real pinball table ever. Like, we played it at Galloping Ghost. We played it, right?
Yep.
It was horrible. So
It's god awful.
so as long as they don't make it a horrible game, it could be cool. But I don't know how you make a fighting game into a pinball game. Battletoads, I could see that easy. That'll be great.
How you make a fighting game into a pinball? If I had some say into this and I was able to do it, I would take a lot of influence from the recent Godzilla Stern table, because you have character versus character. You play a mode to go through the entire game, and it's Killer Instinct. So the table has got to be based on some kind of reward system based on combos, right?
Sorry, I had my work email pop up here. Sorry.
Work. Just quit that job. You're a YouTube celebrity.
No, I'm not. Don't be ridiculous. Sorry. What'd you say, Mike? I apologize.
I would say that it should take influence from like a recent Stern game like Godzilla that did a battle system really well, and also told a story as you're going through the battles to get to King Ghidorah in like the King of the Monsters mode. So take some influence from that, different battles with characters in the game.
Sure.
And a big element has to be combos. So ramp combos, like you're going to get ultra combos, killer combos. So that would be the big thing.
Oh, that would be funny, if you keep going up and down the ramps or whatever, and you hear they got to add the voice. You know how
ultra combo.
Yes, and like you keep going up the ramps, and it'll say killer combo, monster combo, and then the big ultra combo. That would be pretty cool in my opinion.
Do you think they'll cheap out and it'll just be Nostalgia's voice? Hey guys, Nostalgia here. That's all I got to say. Killer combo.
Well, they got to go all out with this stuff. If they half-ass it, people are going to be pissed. We want the voices. We want the characters. We want the music. We want it all. You know what I mean? And they've done all these things like with Dr. Seuss and Taito and others, where like they maybe added some sound effects, but we didn't get original voices, original call-outs. We didn't get original music. You know what I mean? They kind of didn't put a huge amount of money behind those licenses, right? But if they're going to make these games, they want these games to stand out. They got to have the voices, the music, the sound effects. Otherwise, why bother? You know what I mean?
Jeff Whittison says, Nostalgia, Harry combo. All right, so I got the games list here. So some of these may end up also becoming virtual pinball tables as well. We'll see. So the full game title list, there's only 3 arcade titles here: Killer Instinct 1 and 2, and also Battletoads. But you're also going to get some games from the Spectrum, the NES, SNES, and that's about it. There's also some Genesis games too. I don't know, like when they say Battletoads SNES, the Battletoads Super Nintendo game is Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. I don't know if we'll get that, or we'll get Battletoads 16-bit like we saw on Arcade 1-Up, which is actually the Genesis Battletoads game. But I'll go through the full list now. So we got Attic Attack, Battletoads, NES. Well, that's a great NES game, so that'll be fun to play. Battletoads SNES, Cobra Triangle NES, which is a really fun game. Digger T-Rock, which is not a fun game. Gunfight on the Spectrum, I don't know about. Jetpack on the Spectrum, I don't know about. Night Lore, again, I'm sorry, guys. If you know about the Spectrum games, you're maybe a little bit older than me or from a different region. That's fine. Lunar Jetman, RC Pro-Am 1 and 2. Those are going to be badass, and they would be awesome pinball tables as well. An RC Pro-Am pinball table? Did you play, you know what I'm talking about? The little remote control cars?
But they didn't announce that though on this. You're speculating.
No, that's
right?
that's in the deck.
Did you put it on the screen for everybody to see?
I can't share the deck. You know AtGames rules.
You know me, I share it anyway. I don't care.
All right, I'll share it.
Share it.
AtGames is going to kick
Put a
me out
one
of
in
their
the
shit
chat if you
now.
should share it. You're gonna share one slide. Just share it. Yeah, the what is that? The ZX Spectrum came out in the early '80s, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I've never had any experience with it, so a lot of these games I've never played. But hell, even if they didn't get those games and just got Battletoads KI 1 and 2, that would have been enough for me. So this is all just extra sugar on the cake, in my opinion. Taking a look at this list. So yeah.
Saber Wolf Spectrum again is something I don't know. RC Pro M2, actually, for you NES collectors out there, is actually a really super expensive and rare game. So it's cool to see that added. Slalom, which is a skiing game. And if I remember correctly, on the cover, there's a guy in a red jumpsuit. Do you watch The Simpsons?
Yeah, I've seen The Simpsons, of
See,
course.
you see the one where Ned Flanders was wearing the red jumpsuit showing Homer his hiney saying, feels like I'm wearing nothing at all, nothing at all. In the game, your character actually looks like that.
You're funny.
Snake Rattle and Roll, which is another awesome game. That'd be a good title to turn into a virtual pinball table as well. Solar Jetman and Underwild. I don't know why everybody's saying no online here. It's not official yet, but guys, it's going to be online.
Yeah.
So those are the games that are part of this agreement. I want to go back just to the pinball games now.
Yeah, show the pinball games.
So this is what we know. AtGames to develop and publish new original virtual pinball tables, Killer Instinct, Sea of Thieves, Battletoads. What I'm hoping for, even though I see that list of titles, is that when they do the actual virtual pinball, they expand upon Rare's library and do some of the more well-known games, because you've got games out there that probably won't fit on an arcade cabinet like the N64 games, but you've got Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Perfect Dark, and those will be awesome virtual pinball tables.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but we got 3 good ones to start with right here. Killer Instinct, Sea of Thieves, and Battletoads. That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Bad Fur Day, Ralph Reed, thank you. That's probably the most exciting one. You ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day?
I have not.
Oh, it is not PG. It is awesome. You basically wake up after a bender and have to fix the world. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I still see people asking about the online aspect of these games. So during the little press thing that AtGames just did with content creators, they let us know that they are currently working on the game. So obviously optimization testing, and we'll find out, can these games run on all their existing hardware? Can it only run on some of the hardware? And also, I'm assuming they're going to do everything they can to get these games to be online, because having Battletoads and KI is cool, but if we can't play online, it's so less cool. So hopefully they can make that happen as their engineers work on it. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys, if these games aren't online, I'll buy you a Coke. Like, they're going to be online, guys.
Yeah.
So that was the huge news today. And it's funny because you did an excellent video last night talking about the summer Nod celebration, and this wasn't announced to us then. We had no idea that this was going to be something that came out for Nod. Apparently, this kind of got held up. The agreement wasn't finalized until this morning when they could officially announce it.
Yeah, it was looking like the summer Nod off. You know what I mean? Like it was, I did a video yesterday. I was like, well, guys, we didn't really find out anything exciting. Wow. But now here we are less than 24 hours later. We got a little something to talk about, man. A little something to talk about. So, yeah.
Yeah, Killer Instinct coming. Got a question for you. So this is going to be coming out on the new AtGames Legends Ultimate 4K, a new machine. Would AtGames, with a sizable title like this, be smart to potentially make a themed AtGames Legends Ultimate based on Killer Instinct?
I don't. But here's the thing, though. Are they going to use the same swan shape?
I don't know.
If the arcades are going to be the same swan shape, does it really need Killer Instinct artwork? Does it really need Battletoads artwork? Probably. Probably not.
I will say maybe they got some feedback from the community. the entire community for the last 4 years that they should explore maybe changing the shape of their ALU. Maybe that could happen.
Yeah, hopefully they do that because the swan shape, in my opinion, that was their thing for 4 years. It's time to retire it. I mean,
Yeah.
crap, Arcade One Up has now gone through what, three default arcade shapes in the last like 4 years. Like you had the shark fin, then you had the legacy, and now you have the new legacy is like the new, like this is just what the standard shape of their arcades are.
That midway
Like
shape, yeah.
like I think it's time AtGames changes the shape, makes it look a little bit more like traditional arcade versus the swan design. But if they're going to keep the swan design, do you really need the artwork? Would you buy it? Let us know. I don't think
guys,
so.
Throw it up in the chat if you would be interested in buying a KI themed AtGames Legends Ultimate Cab. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd be interested in buying an AtGames Legends Ultimate themed cab with a modified design. Put a 2 in the chat. And if you're not interested in the ALU 4K, just put a 0 in the chat.
Now, the new pinball machines, though, like if they make, let's just say, if they're going to have like a Battletoads game, can you imagine like a Battletoads themed dedicated artwork pinball arcade? That would look really cool. Maybe a Killer Instinct arcade would look really cool. Hell, a Sea of Thieves pinball would look really cool as well. I think it's easier for AtGames to do dedicated artwork on the pinball machine than it is on their arcade machine if they're going to keep the swan shape.
Yeah. Let's be honest. The swan shape is not done based on any sensible existing arcade or multicade. I don't know where they came up with the design. It's all based on ergonomics and packing. If they could change that and make a boxier design, I think a lot of people would give the AtGames Legends Ultimate a second look when it comes to the actual looks of the machine.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about one of the biggest pieces of feedback that people say about the AtGames Legends Ultimate is they say it's ugly. So make it not ugly.
Yeah. What about the front of the cabinet? What would you like to see them do with the front of the cabinet? You know, in the past, they've always put like the game names there and all their titles. They showed in the image they're going to be putting some of the new Cat in the Hat pinball table names on it. Would you like for them to get rid of those nameplates on the front and maybe just do something else? Maybe leave it blank. Maybe just put like a dedicated piece of art. Maybe even add a coin door.
Yeah, I think a coin door mold and maybe a graphic would be fine. Like,
yeah,
I've never been a big fan of having the kick plates have a list of games on them. Like, I'm not a big fan of it. Some other people probably think it's cool, but
no, I don't like it either.
Yeah, man.
John Riggs says customizable. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Do you mean the design or the art, John? I've seen some interesting comments here. So, you think the pinball table more so new art? I've been wondering about that. What's going to happen with the Legends Pinball 4KP? What are we going to see from that in terms of art? Is it going to be more like the Legends Pinball Micro, or are they going to go completely different?
Well, I would like them to make some dedicated artwork. That's just my philosophy. Like, even though it's a multi-pin,
yeah,
like instead of a multi-cade, it's a multi-pin. Like, even though it's a multi-pin, I still think it would look better if it just had dedicated artwork and you pick like the best of the best. Like, and in this case, you're looking at, Battletoads, Killer Instinct. You know what I mean? Would look cooler. Hell, maybe I don't know, some people would want a dedicated Dr. Seuss looking table for the kids. You know what I mean? How the Grinch Stole Christmas might look like a Christmas decoration up year round. You know what I mean? But it would be interesting, right? Like, I think it's easier for them to do that. And also last year, if you think about it, like with the Legends Pinball Micro, they gave us a multi-cade artwork design. And then they gave us one that was supposed to be a dedicated artwork design, but then they ended up splitting it. Half of it was Space Invaders, half of it was Bubble Bobble. They could have just gone all Space Invaders or all Bubble Bobble, you know what I mean? And it would have looked great, but they wanted to have more than one game on there. So, in my opinion, it's better for them to do dedicated artwork on the pinball.
I think it's tough whenever you get like a virtual pin that's a multi-pin, or you get a multicade that's a virtual multicade, because you're going to have a bunch of different people say, well, I want this, I want this. Like when you're talking about it, you're like, oh man, it'd be cool to have Bubble Bobble artwork on it. And I'd be look at that and I'd be like, that's stupid. I don't want to play pinball on Bubble Bobble, but other people might like it. It's hard to please everybody. What if they just did a really nice generic, design on it for AtGames instead of coming out with like a game specific brand for the pinball?
No. I do not want a pinball machine that says the word AtGames 9 times on it, or the word
mean that,
or the word Legends Pinball. You know what I mean? Like 9 times. We don't need that. No.
Yeah.
No. Let's make it awesome. Is my feedback. Make it awesome.
Let's see if there's anything else here, guys. So the release plan, I'm going to put this back up on screen, P-dubs, for everybody to see. I don't know if we're supposed to be showing this or not. We'll see. I'm going to be in so much trouble.
You're fine. Tell him I said it was okay. And I'm going to tell him that you told me that it was your idea.
Okay, so here we go. So June, and that's the press release, which came out, I think the press release should be out now. Pre-order looks like it's going to be maybe August, and then there's going to be a showcase at this little thing that we're going to be attending, the Cleveland Gaming Classic. So that's going to be exciting. We'll be able to see the AtGames Legends Ultimate 4K and maybe the ALP 4K in person, and we're going to be able to check out these new rare games.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So if anyone's going to the Cleveland convention later this year, that's going to be pretty awesome for all of us. So to see this stuff.
I'll be playing you guys in some Killer Instinct. Just don't pick Saber. I can't deal with that. I get flashbacks from playing Carl.
Claw. Hey, it's like when I played you in Mortal Kombat, and it was like slide.
That's different. The slide is a special move. Carl's claws is just button mash.
Yeah. Anyway.
So what do you think of this news? Is this maybe a one-time thing, or do you think this is a sign of the future that AtGames are moving in a very exciting direction? This is the first step in what could possibly be a turn for AtGames and a shift in the home arcade landscape. I'm going grandiose here.
That's very grandiose, man. Like they don't have the footprint in units that Arcade 1-Up does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously this is fantastic news. I think it's a big win for them. It's a big license, great games. And not only are they going to bring us the games, they're also going to create original pinball versions of these games. So hopefully those games will be done right. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a good day. I think it's a good win for AtGames. What does it mean for the future? I hope they keep going after bigger licenses. There's been this weird mythos going around this community for years that only one company can have these licenses, and that is not true. There's only a very limited number of exclusives, we should say, where let's just say one company like Arcade 1-Up has their fingers wrapped around a license and no one else can get it. But when it comes to a lot of these big licenses, a la Killer Instinct, if you're willing to open up your wallet, they're going to license your games to you. And it looks like AtGames license opened up the wallet and is bringing this stuff out. So there you go.
So 360, thank you very much for the super chat.
What does that have to do with an AtGames?
I know, but let me deal with this. So I appreciate the super chat. I think it's factually inaccurate, though. I don't think a company rigged a contest so much as an individual. And I mean, he's going to have to deal with that. And that whole situation sucks. I don't really want to talk about it because it's uncomfortable and it sucks for everybody involved. And hopefully everybody finds a way to be better off for everybody and their families going forward. Thank you for the super chat, but I don't want to talk about that negative stuff. Not because it's Arcade 1-Up, just because it sucks. It's a sucky situation, but I do appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, definitely sucky situation, but we're talking about something completely different company here. So we could talk about that Friday or something. You know, who cares?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't. Like, honestly, people's families are involved. This is not the place for this. Like,
kids,
it sucks what happened, and hopefully everybody involved finds resolution.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, man, I appreciate you letting me come on, even though I'm at work. Because Mike and I were pretty excited when we found out together, weren't we, Mike? So
yeah, This is freaking awesome, man. Like, holy shit. I'm very excited for AtGames. I'm excited to see what they do with this. I really hope that they heard some of the comments from the community where people are saying, we would love theme cab, but obviously we would also like to see the cabinet maybe a little bit more traditionally shaped like an arcade cabinet when you do that. So, and also with the pinball, I did want to talk about this before we got the pinball. Before you got to go, P-Dubs, I know you got to work. But let's talk about this really quickly. So I do want to bring up something really quick. AtGames also have 2 new pinball tables that are releasing at this time. So I'm going to bring a video up on the screen. Patrick, stick with me. You don't got to work. Quit your job. You're a famous YouTube celebrity.
Well, we already talked about the 2 Dr. Seuss games.
No, I didn't. You talked about them, maybe.
Well, I know. I mean, like, if you're going to go through the rest of the stuff, I could jump off.
No, you got to stay. We got to talk about this because I want to say really quickly. Oh my God, that's so loud. Can you hear that too?
No.
Good. All right. So the new pinball tables, P-Dubs, what we can say about them is with these Dr. Seuss tables, a lot of the complaints we've made about AtGames, back glasses, the way things work, we said, you know what? These seem to be moving in a trajectory where the quality keeps getting better and better and better. So by the time these new rare tables come out, do you think we can expect to see something really, really good? Or are we going to say, geez, I wish it was a little bit better? Where do you think these new tables are going to fit? Do you think the trajectory will continue with the quality of these tables coming out from Magic Pixel?
Well, I'm assuming they're going to keep working with Magic Pixel, and I'm assuming Magic Pixel will design and develop these tables and stuff. And my request, even though my opinion doesn't mean anything, my opinion would be make these like traditional with pinball games with like 2 flippers, maybe a 3rd flipper on the upper level, like some classic pinball games have, but keep it to a minimum, make it about the games and all that stuff. I don't need the Zaccaria Deluxe version of Battletoads. I just need a cool, fun Battletoads game that's got spot targets, drop targets, some bumpers, couple ramps, a cool DMD, you know what I mean? Couple flippers, some table goals, you know what I mean? And just make it awesome, you know what I mean? Versus overload it with, oh man, there's like 9,000 ramps and flippers on this thing. So yeah, that would be my opinion. So
I wanted to bring this up really quickly. Man Astra Gaming. We'll get back to risk management in a second, P-Dubs. I know you want to tell everybody about that. So really quickly, $1.99 in super chat from Man Astra Gaming. Do we know the price on the new cabinets yet? So really quickly, what do people think the price point is going to be on the new ALP and the new ALU? Now, I've heard a rumor, and I've also heard Carl Lowe say a different rumor. So we talked about that price point earlier. And from what I'm hearing, the Legends Pinball is going to be $1,499, $2,000 in Canada. Carl Lowe says that during the actual pre-order, it's actually only going to be $1,299. Do you guys think that is a fair price for the Legends Pinball 4KP? Are you guys nervous about the price? And what do you think the price for the ALU 4K is going to be?
I don't know. They haven't officially said anything. All we did was hear that one rumor from Arlene at the Brick.
Well, I can't say it was Arlene at the Brick, but it was Arlene.
It was Arlene at the Brick.
Thanks for the super chat, man, Astra. We don't know. I'm interested to see.
Yeah, hang on one second. All right, sorry. All right, Mike, I got to take off. I got to finish my job because I'm in the office today, but I appreciate you letting me come on. In my opinion, I think this was a good news day. Something to smile about right now. I mean, we haven't had a lot of good news lately, so I'm going to take this as a reason to smile today. So I think it's pretty cool. So, but I appreciate you letting me come on, and everyone in the live chat, thanks for letting me join, Mike. And Mike, now you can talk about those deals.
Yeah, that's actually, I am going to do that. P-Dubs, before you go, are you going to call me while you're driving home today like usual?
I probably will, Mike, because, I have an hour drive home. I need someone to talk to. So I'll probably call you and then my wife, because I got to do it in order of, I'm just kidding.
Order of importance.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
See you, buddy.
Laters.
All right, guys. So now that P-Dub's gone, we can really get into the dirt. Really quickly, 360, don't worry about it. It's not because there's silence on Arcade 1-Up and Arcade 1-Up doing stuff. It's not a good topic, man. It's not appropriate. There's too much involved. So let's just pass on and let those people sort out their lives. All right, so now that P-Dubs is gone, let's talk about these pinball tables. I got to figure out how to turn off the sound on this because that is super loud on my end. Get out of here, sound. So I wanted to talk about these pinball tables that are going to be coming out. Start. So we've got one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. So I'm a little salty. I'm going to be honest with you. The fact that we're not getting Hop on Pop, which I think is the greatest Dr. Seuss book of all time. But like I said earlier, these tables continue to look better and better. Seems to be closer to real pinball tables. There's a lot of really cool art. I like the back classes. We're also getting Oh, the Places You'll Go, the book that Michael Scott tried to buy for Ryan. I've got a video on that too, but you guys probably don't need to see that. You've already seen it. Or if you want to see the video I'll show the video. I mean, I don't got anything better to do. So let me just pop that off the screen really quickly, guys, and I'll get the next video loaded up. And I apologize if you already saw it on P-Dub's video yesterday or on another video, but I'm going to show this as well. Bring it up on screen. Window. Boom. Should have started earlier. So congratulations, grad. First look at Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You'll Go. And good timing, too, during graduation season. So here's our first look on the Legends. I guess this is the Legends Core Max. Yeah, it would have to be, or Legends Core. And this is the actual table. Let's see if we got some gameplay here from on the real table. No, everything's from the Legends Core Max. Oh, don't worry, Chris Langs. It'll be back up. So here is the new Oh, the Places You'll Go table. I like the look of the playfield. It's fun. All the Dr. Seuss tables are fun. I like the extra graphics. It looks like the back glass on this one is more traditional Zachariah Deluxe back glass. We'll have to see if they've put actual Dr. Seuss graphics and stuff into it. That'll be interesting to see. But yeah, congratulations to all the graduates. So those two tables are coming out for the people that ordered the AtGames Dr. Seuss Pinball Pack 1. Hey, there's Carlo. Good to see you, brother. Carl, Killer Instinct. Did you know about this? So let me know, guys, in the chat. Are you guys going to be picking up, or have you already picked up the Dr. Seuss tables? Are you going to be getting the new ones? I also want to talk about some of the stuff going on during National Owners Day. I'm sorry I'm late. Just give me a second to bring this shit up and share with you guys. Mainly, we're here to talk about Killer Instinct, but you know how they go. 1 second, guys. I apologize. My computer restarted. I would have already had this stuff up. So, moving this over, let's talk about the Nods Summer Sale. So much work doing this stuff. My God. All right, so pop this up on screen. Hopefully I don't lose everybody. Sorry, guys. My computer restarted. Please be patient with me. All right, so let's talk about the Nod Summer Sale. We got the Legends Platinum Ownership Menu membership, $110. Legends Care, which you guys should have heard about recently. Extended Warranty Plan, 10% off. Arcade Net Standard, wow, 87% off. I'm going to have to jump on that too, because I just recently signed up for Arcade Net. So, yeah, if I can get Standard Plan prepaid for $20, I'll jump on that. Legends Ultimate Deluxe Bundle with acrylic Tetris side panel kit, $4.99. There's your Dr. Seuss packs, Taito Universal Pinball packs. I won't go through these. You can see them all through the site, but all the pinball packs are currently on sale. You guys love these deals. Legends Ultimate $4.59, Legends Pinball $6.49, Legends Ultimate Mini $3.29, Legends Pinball Micro 24% off $3.99. Gamer Pro, Legends Core Max, also on sale, $99. Legends Connect, $79. Here's where we get into the interesting stuff, the exciting stuff. I always tell people the add-ons are the most exciting pinball AtGames stuff. So we've got the AtGames control panel for Legends Pinball, $129.99. I cannot emphasize enough how great this actually improves the AtGames Legends pinball table. It's not just for playing arcade games. It actually really, really improves the navigation on the system. That joystick is so much better than the directional pad. And for those of you who like to dabble in the dark arts and have visual pinball, that control panel is basically essential. It's almost like you can't play visual pinball without it. So, guys, get an arcade control panel. Quad plate control panel, I haven't checked that one out yet, but Moat has a review up on his channel, so go check it out if you want to. And then the Legends Bit LCD, $249.99, down from $349.99. Did a video recently on the Bit LCD. I can't tell you how much extra nostalgia brings to your AtGames Legends Ultimate. It's a must-buy in my opinion. I know it's super pricey, but can you put a price on that much nostalgia having the actual marquees for the games you're playing pop up while you're doing it? Very, very cool. Video input backglass switchboard for Legends Pinball. That's important if you want to play visual pinball. We just talked about that. And then if you want to play visual pinball on your micro, video input backglass switchboard for the pinball micro as well. So those are the big deals. We got some more stuff coming too. On the acrylic side panels, ooh, Renovation Game Pack 1. Love Renovation. These are console games, but really fun. More game packs for sale. I'm not going to go over all those, but yeah, so pinball, game packs, all the virtual stuff, that's what you want to do. Thor KC says, ALP cheaper at Walmart. Really want to pick one up, but really trying not to spend, and I'm out of room. I understand. Plus, there's an ALP 4KP right around the corner, so, you know, you got to make decisions. So anyways, guys, lots of games on sale, lots of game packs, lots of pinball packs. So for those of us in Canada, we can't avail of the actual physical deals when they do these National Owners Days, but we can for the virtual. I think I'm going to get that going back to the first page. Honestly, I had fun playing Bad Dudes on ArcadeNet with P-Dubs, so for $20, I'll probably get the ArcadeNet. That seems like it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, I'll probably do that one. And let's see. So that's available now. Get in, get excited, get hyped for the Legends Platinum Owner deals. So we've also got some contests and shit going on. You guys know half the fun National Owners Day. AtGames gives out prizes. You know, I don't always love the prizes, but some of this stuff's not only about prizes. It's about getting together with the community, playing some games, putting scores up on the leaderboards. Let's take a look at the contest they got going on here now. Give me a second. Again, guys, I apologize, but my computer restarted right before we were going, so bit of a rough start here, guys. I'm very sorry. And I know AtGames always say, do not share our deck directly, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm unfortunately going to share a little bit of their deck. But let's go down, talk about the events. That's what I really want to look at here now. There's the Nod Summer Deals, contest and win events. So let's bring that up. Please don't be mad at me, AtGames. All right, let's bring this up on screen. Contest events and win prizes. So unofficial AtGames Legends group, leaderboard party sponsored by AtGames, Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja. Post a score on selected not S game title for a chance to win. Winners will be drawn at random. And then you got 10 winners, 10 AtGames eStore coupons. 3 winners of 20 AtGames eStore coupons. 1 winner, Dr. Seuss Pack 2. Pinball leaderboard party. Selected titles are Lights, Camera, Action, Pinball Champ 82, Dr. Seuss ABC, Dinosaur Dynasty, Operation Wolf. I don't actually like Operation Wolf all that much. Sorry, guys. That's a campaign table. You know how I feel about those, but the rest are fun. Lights, Camera, Action, Classic Gottlieb. Post a score on selected non-S game titles for a chance to win. Winners will be drawn at random. 10 winners of $10 AtGames eStore coupons. 3 winners of $20 AtGames eStore coupons. 1 winner, Dr. Seuss Pack 2. And then ArcadeNet leaderboard party, Astro Fantasia. Post a score on not S game titles for a chance to win. Winners will be drawn at random. 10 winners of $10, 3 winners of $20, 1 winner of Dr. Seuss Pack 2. Grand prize, 2 prizes from all celebrations during the event will be selected to win a $50 eStore coupon. Winners will be drawn at random. Then we got some sponsors. Look at me. So I'm going to be doing the winner announcement show July 5th, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Come check me out. Much like tonight, we'll be covering some AtGames stuff. Then there's the fact you guys don't need to see that. So, guys, that's the whole event schedule. It's going to be a fun weekend. Lots of chances to get in, play some games. I will say again, and AtGames can listen to me. AtGames can listen to me if they want. I do think maybe I'm the next on with the upcoming release of your ALU 4K and your ALP 4KP. Maybe, just maybe, if you could give away one of those new devices, I think that would be an awesome thing to do during NOD. I can't forget the excitement when we were giving away the pinball tables. NOD, I think it was like two years ago, maybe. How excited everybody was, how cool for the community. The AtGames gift store stuff is really cool, but like a physical prize, people will be super excited for that. So I don't mean to put you on the spot, but if anybody here in the chat thinks AtGames, maybe it's too late this NOD, but maybe next NOD, give away a physical prize, maybe one of those new exciting 4K products, throw a 1 in the chat. I gotta get some coffee anyways. Thanks, PK. Sorry to put you on the spot. All right, guys, waiting for you guys to throw it in. Throw 1s in the chat if you think they should do it. Keep coming with the 1s. We all want to see it. It's one of the cool, I'm sorry, but it's one of the coolest things in the community. Like people sitting there watching, exciting to see what's going to happen. There's Charlie Chuck, spelled out 1, difficult as always. Great job, Charlie, this past weekend at the draft, or it's supposed to be weekend, midweek. 19K Fox, where's this comment? 19K Fox says, AtGames needs to win over 19K Fox. Send that man an ALP. Wait, this is not my alt account. I've been harassing 19K Fox to buy an ALP for way too long now. I see lots of 1s in the chat. Everybody's excited about it. So, PK, if you're still here, I think people are pushing hard. By Tiny Dumb Arcade, there's certain games you cannot play on CoinOps X, one of which is, ladies and gentlemen, Killer Instinct. There we go. And I know Scott James wants it over in Australia. If there's some way to get international distribution, PK, help a man out, will you? So anyways, that's just an idea. So guys, let me know, are you going to be participating in some of the AtGames leaderboards challenges over the weekend? Are you going to be playing some games? Let's get back to the fun stuff in this community, playing games, doing cool shit. Really good timing for National Owners Day, and really excited to share this news about the Killer Instinct announcement today. I think this is a very, very, very exciting piece of news for AtGames, a huge title release, and something to be very excited for heading into the new world of the ALP 4K and the ALU 4K. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Have a happy National Owners Day, and holy shit, Killer Instinct. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you maybe even later tonight. There's rumors about a potential super show with some people from YouTube, and if that transpires, I'll be back on the air. I'll also have more hydration, so I won't be losing my voice. I gotta go see my kids before they go to bed. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in. This is Michael B, and I'll talk to you guys next time.